Hi there, I'm Danny and I'm hiking the Appalachian Trail, and today we are doing a little practice hike. So I'm out here at Cheaha State Park in Alabama. It's about 2 hours from Atlanta. I'm the only one here right now, and we're gonna hike to the top of Cheaha Mountain, and then probably hike around and see some of the overlooks up there. So obviously it's a very great day. The clouds have been coming in and out. So depending on where we are and when, we might get a good view. We might be completely grayed out. So we're going to take the lake trail. It's 1 mile, 1,000 feet up. And then we're going to walk around to the top, which I don't think there will be too much gain once we get up there. But this first climb should be a little tough. So it should be some good training. I've got my pack on. It's weighed down. I want to say it's about 25 pounds or so. At some point, I'm going to have to increase the weight for future practice hikes. But yeah, so let's get after it. Here's our trail. It says very steep, which is kind of what I'm looking for since I'm looking to train. Yeah, I am the only one out here, but I kind of like that. I don't think I'd have it any other way. All right, about halfway up or so, I shedded a layer as I thought I would. And one thing to note about this area, geology I think is very interesting. As you can see, there's a bit of a rock slide. Appears to be made of some kind of harder metamorphic rock, nice granite, something like that. I'm no geologist, but I just kind of find rocks interesting. The lower areas were made of a layered something. I don't know. It was layered, and to me, it looked a bit like clay. So some other different kind of rock. Anyway, as we continue up the mountain, a little bit about this area. The Pinhoti Trail goes right through Cheaha Mountain. Long distance hiking trail, 330 miles. Starts at Flag Mountain, Alabama, ends at the Benton McKay Trail in Georgia, my home state. And I looked at doing it as a practice hike. Probably take about 2-3 weeks for me to do it. And I just don't realistically have the time during the school year, unfortunately. But I still wanted to see Cheaha Mountain, and that we're doing now. So I can check one thing off my list. I mean, holy cow. Hard to tell on camera. This is really steep, which is what I wanted. Again, training hike. But it's about as steep as it gets before you turn into a scramble. This trail gets steep, but they generously cut stairs. Now, I think that big rock right there is the top, so we're almost there. I wanted to call attention to these trees. They're all the limbs are going in the same direction. These are called flag trees, and is an indicator of high winds in the area. I struggle to recall seeing a lot of these in the southeast. They're more of a northern phenomena, like the White Mountains, for instance. But, well, there's some on Cheaha Mountain too, way down in Alabama. Made it to the big rock. Means we're almost there. Graffiti on here, kind of sad. Big arrow pointing me. There you go. We started way down there. Made it to the top of that rock, and of course we can't see a thing, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. But I will be taking a little break. I brought my camping chair. We're just gonna sit here. I'm in no hurry. So we've gone 0.9 miles and 785 feet up. Pretty good climb. That's pretty steep, and it was flat for maybe the first quarter mile or so. So, you know, had a bit of a steep climb, but again, that's why we're here. So I'm gonna enjoy myself. I got a sandwich and an energy drink, and then we'll head up to the top and probably also not see anything. Back on the trail. Right above that rock is obviously the top, and I see a car. So reach the flat part. Be a pretty easy climb up to the top. All right, so I went up to the road. I took a left at the fork, and you're at the Pulpit Rock Trail. I don't expect to see anything, but you know, we're gonna go out anyway. It's down a little bit and then out. So we made it, and believe it or not, we were actually just below the clouds, just a couple hundred feet. So we actually get a nice view. That out there is Anniston, Alabama. And I've actually been there. I did the Silver Comet Trail back when I was a scout a couple years ago. But yeah, I mean, once again, nobody here, just me, which I think greatly enhances the experience. Talladega National Forest down below. It's gorgeous, of course. And then Cheaha Mountain behind us, which is our next stop. Back on the road. We're going to follow the road, take a left to the building, the hotel, and then go up the peak. All right, LNT, leave no trace. LNT Bigfoot Trail. I feel like you should leave no trace at every trail. Doing some construction here, so there's a bunch of trucks and some cars, but well, I think I'm the only visitor. So yeah, let's keep going. All right. Here we are. Actually, the trail seems to go this way, but that is it. Well, we have reached highest point in Alabama, and are greeted by some water towers. Of course, I guess it would make sense. Really hope it's open. Didn't look beforehand, see whether it's open or not, but hope it is. If not, it's fine. Already got some nice views at the overlook from earlier. But I am, what the fuck? Bigfoot. All right, well, okay, interesting. Yeah, here we are. It is 2,400 feet, and the door is open. All right. All right. Made it to the top, and these aren't bad. I do think an open tower would be better, like on Wild, for instance, on the AT. But I can't complain. This is nice. Once again, the only one here. Really don't mind, but it's a nice experience. Can't forget, but we've got Summit Snickers. So that was Alabama's highest point. Now we're gonna take trail north to the road and then loop back around to the lake trail and head back to the car. And I don't know where this trail is, but we'll find it eventually. All right, found the trail. It's just the road, and then it goes straight off the road into another road. So we're good now. Back to the lake trail, and we got about a mile left, and it's all down, 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 850 feet or so down. Brief stop, but this is the view I missed out on earlier. Hard to tell if there's a little bit of rain or not, but otherwise, this is a nice view. And of course, we'll head back down to that lake down there. Well, I made it back to the lake, and that's that. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you're interested in seeing my journey on the AT, and I'll see you in the next one.